Speedway then, Bristol Motor Speedway now. The drivers are different. The competition very similar. Keep your cool and your cars. But fans flock here for one reason. This is the action track. And today, Mother Nature's been kind to us. We're about to start our second hour of practice, final practice, for the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series. All of those building storms have stayed to the west and moved north. The temperatures come up a couple of degrees, but there's still very, very high overcast and heavy clouds, but no rain. So since we didn't think we'd get one, let alone two practices today, the game has changed. Now what are you looking forward to?
Well, I think this is called happy hour, and some people probably will leave here, kind of happy.
Okay.
And there are going to be some guys that are going to leave here this afternoon confused. I still think this sealer that they put down, the grip strip, it's wearing off. And I think the guys that can anticipate, and they've been here maybe in the fall last year, that can anticipate what this surface is going to be like, are going to be the guys to keep an eye on.
Yeah, every time a car is on this track, I love to watch it. But it's got to be frustrating for the competitors this weekend because things are changing so quickly. You think it's going to be right on the bottom. Then all of a sudden, you've got Kyle Larson saying, no, I think I got to go up top. And then he gets in the wall and everybody's like, no, get back down the bottom. I really don't know how you approach this final practice other than let's see what changes.
One thing that changed in the first hour of practice, Kyle Larson, as Jeff said, ran the top, got a little too high, got in the marbles, did a little cosmetic damage to the right rear corner of his Credit One Chevrolet. That has now all been repaired. Little harm done.
You know what I think? He knows he can run the bottom. Everybody knows they can run the bottom. It's the guys like Kyle Larson, a lot of talent and no fear. That's the guys that are going to kind of venture up to the top and see if they can make something happen.
Let's join Vince Welch.
Well, I just talked with Crew Chief Chad Johnston about that repair, and he says it was fairly simple, no significant structural damage at all on that 42. So, for the most part, cosmetic. He said he would sure like to see some more cars go to the top during this practice. They will go to the top at least portion of this run. It's going to be one long run for Kyle Larson, and then they expect to be done. Jamie?
Working on this car, okay. And back here in the 17, he got into the wall in this morning's practice. They thought they were going to go to a backup, but after looking at it, the damage wasn't as severe as they initially thought. They're back here in the hauler right now, working on it. Even Ricky Stenhouse Jr. has tools in his hands, trying to get out there for some practice here, guys. We'll keep you updated on how this unfolds for the 17.
Thanks, Jamie. So, in an effort to make this a bottom groove racetrack, the Speedway applied a liberal coating of a PS1 product, formerly VHT, that adds, it's a traction compound. It's commonly used on drag strips and at short tracks to work in a second racing groove. Track Bite is the name of this. It's a very thick, flat black liquid that's sprayed on the track, sets in there, and it's designed to make this a viable racing groove, and boy, did it.
I love it. Everywhere we go, we're looking for multiple grooves. Where's another lane that we can get a car, to get side by side and three wide racing? But no, not here at Bristol. What we love here as fans is right there, that car right on the bottom, glued to the bottom, and that bump and run, the shoving, the banging, the drama, and the tempers flare. That's what makes this place so wild.
Because last year, when the top groove was the fast way around, you could dive to the bottom, go in side by side, and pass somebody. Okay, that's exciting. But when the bottom groove is the fast way around, the only way to pass somebody is to move them out of the way. That's what the fans find exciting.
This is
Chris Buescher.
trouble already.
A little damage to the right rear.
I think guys just ought to go ahead and leave that alone, because I think there's going to be a lot of cars that have that similar damage.
And fix that after practice?
Yeah, but Mike, this place, everything happens so fast here. Look at this 37 car. He's come through the corner, everything's fine, and then all of a sudden, right there, the car does a little, juke, and the back end hits the wall.
Almost got Kyle Busch.
Close. Almost. Everything here is close.
That's true.
But Jeff, you run around this joint in 15 seconds. Kyle Busch just ran a 14.98.
Yeah,
We're getting ready to race.
That almost looked like an overreaction there. He thought it was going to come all the way around. He caught it quickly, and unfortunately sent him into the outside wall.